6 in BKFC for Chris Sarro. He has a record of 1-0 in pro MMA. Sarro, who's really a student, not just of bare-knuckle fighting, but of combative sports, told us in our fighter meeting, he is always studying technique. He is always trying to learn. He is always training. He is always trying to get better. Chris Sarro said, and I quote, "I feel that my mind is leading my body into this fight."
Well, he's been sparring with a lot of very high-level fighters, and he learned a lot from his last few fights. He can't be quite as eager to go out there and trade and throw punches. He's got to calm down and pick his shots a little bit better.
Of his opponent, Steve Townsell, in this cruiserweight bout, Chris Sarro said he's a very aggressive striker, but he can also be a wild striker. I think he's going to try to be more technical. I have to be technical, but also throw with power.
Has to do that. He wants to come out at the very beginning of the first round, download his opponent, figure out what he's doing, come out in the second round and try and finish him off.
Chris Sarro said along those lines as well, following up on that point, I don't want to try to force the knockout. Steve Townsell is going to continue to run at me. I'll angle off. I will find my openings.
That's his key. He doesn't want to force anything. He just wants to let this knockout come. He knows he has power. All he has to do is touch his opponent, and he feels like he's going to hurt him. This is his comeback fight. He feels like he wants to make it count.
This is bout number 3 in Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Bout number 5 overall for Steve Townsell in the sport of bare knuckle. In our fighter meeting, Townsell told us he is working on keeping his natural aggression while doing so in a much smarter fashion.
Well, he feels like he has a very high fight IQ. Feels like he wants to get in there, utilize level changes, throw more jabs, use that in and out motion.
Townsell said, I want to be, quote, persistent and patient. I cannot allow Chris Sarro to pull me into a brawl. I have to let him burn himself out. Smart movement, smart punches.
Talked about that brawling style. Doesn't want to do it. He feels like he has to choose when to engage, win the fight. He feels like whoever's choosing when that happens is winning the fight. That's his goal, to decide when and where the fight happens.
Steve Townsell said of Chris Sarro, I really respect his punching power. I'm going to step to the inside, off of his punches, use a rangefinder jab, take my time, and be very smart. To open our main card, we send it to the always outstanding Jeff Houston.
Hello, hello, hello! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hard Rock Live. And welcome to the most exciting combat sport on planet Earth today, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to BKFC 38! We are set for the next fight of the night, scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the Cruiserweight division. Presented to you by Fubo TV. Watch live sports and TV without cable, including BKFC. Start your 7-day free trial at FuboTV.com. Introducing you first. Fighting out of the red corner, tonight he wears black. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight, 205.9 pounds. Tonight, he returns to the squared circle, ready for bare knuckle fight number 6. Fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Ellsworth, Maine, here is Chris Golden Glove Sarro. And across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears black and white. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. His official weight, 205.7 pounds. He holds a BKFC record of 2 victories opposite 2 defeats. Fighting out of Fort Pierce, Florida, by way of Miami, Florida, here our referee in charge of the action, Sam Burgos.
As both fighters continually talked about being smart, fighting smart, Chris Sarro said, a lot of my intelligence starts with my defense. Round number 1. Black trunks, as you see, for both fighters. Blue hand wraps for Stephen Townsell, red hand wraps for Chris Sarro. There's the step in with the left hand, now the duck under, rear right uppercut from Sarro. First explosion from Townsell on the overhand left from Stephen Townsell.
Townsell is very relaxed at that right knee.
You always wondered why that app didn't exist. Now you can make it. Meet Replit Agent. Want a custom?
High tight striking guard for Chris Sarro. Walk forward punches from Steve Townsell and the duck under from the right hand. Step in right hand. These are two very powerful, very athletic 205ers. Switch step in the reset from Chris Sarro. Off the jab from Sarro. Sarro talked to us a lot, Chris, about increased movement. We're seeing that already here in round number 1.
That's true, but I really like the way Townsell's really pushing off that back foot, getting inside. When he gets offensive, he's pushing the pace right now. I love it.
That's great refereeing from Sam Burgos. You cannot legally extend your fingers towards your opponent's face. Fingers can be up or down or in a fist, same as in MMA. Right hand misses, the duck under, right hand, left hand, and that drops Chris Sarro. Here comes the mandatory 8 from the already standing Chris Sarro from Sam Burgos. Right back to it with 30 seconds remaining, round number 1.
And Sarro talked about not throwing everything in it with punch, but it looks like he's doing it right now. He's got to get that under control.
Left hand again on the step in, big right hand. Townsell landing heavy to the Sarro head. Left hand counter right hand from Sarro just off the mark. Final seconds, round number 1. There's the jab from Stephen Townsell. Jab right back from Sarro, short left hand from Townsell. Duck under right hand, not there. That ends round number 1.
And it looks like there seems to be the problem for Sarro. He's waiting to counter the entire time. Every time Steve Townsell gets inside, he's landing the punches first. Chris Sarro has got to start getting off first, throwing punches first if he wants to win his fight. If he can get off first and land the punch, and have a much better chance. Look, he's throwing himself off balance with that. When he throws punches, he throws so hard, he knocks himself off balance, puts himself in a bad, look at that, put himself in a bad position, and then he's got to recover the entire time. That wasn't even that great of a shot. Sarro was just out of position. He talked exactly about what he has to do. He's got to throw punches without that kind of power and knock him off position. He knows that. It just takes time to translate in the ring.
Keep moving. Those straight punches. You're fine. You're good.
But I really did like the way Steve Townsell, he's pushing off. When he's exploding to get inside, he's making it count. He's doing damage when he gets in there. He doesn't go inside and not throw hard punches. That's perfect.
Round number 2. Presumably at 10-8 across the board for Steve Townsell, recording that knockdown in round number 1. Again, Chris, we say presumably. Though I think Florida has an excellent commission, one of the best in the country. See that slight swelling under Chris Sarro's left eye.
Always like the swelling underneath, Sean, or a cut. Underneath is much better than over the top. So you can see Sarro's is doing a better job of staying relaxed on the outside. It's just when he starts throwing punches, he's still throwing pretty hard.
Slight smear of blood on the face of Steve Townsell. High five between the two fighters. They're reacting to the fact that
staying relaxed on the outside. It's just when he starts throwing punches, he's still throwing pretty hard.
Slight smear of blood on the face of Steve Townsell. High five between the two fighters. They're reacting to the fact that neither was throwing. Like jab from Sarro, just as a rangefinder. Again, that rangefinder jab. Townsell talked about being, quote, patient and persistent. We're seeing that here. Seeing a lot of patience and persistence from Chris Sarro as well. Now on the back pedal, the reset. Left to the body from Townsell. 55 seconds remaining, round number 2. Feints on the level change from Chris Sarro. Off the jab. Step in, left hand. That punch has been there for Townsell. Into the clinch.
You can see Sarro still just waiting to counter this whole time. He's not really pushing off and trying to get inside right away to land his punch. He's throwing punches, but they're not really intended to land right now until his opponent comes in first.
Left to the body from Townsell. Sarro's throwing that right hand big, and he is just missing. There's the left hand, again the right hand that just misses, but with a lot of power behind it from Sarro. Again, these are two very big punches. Left counter right hand from Sarro. Townsell off the jab.
Sarro threw that to the body, and that's why it landed right there. If you throw him up to the top too much, you're going to miss.
Sarro's starting to play. There is the bell. That ends round 2.
When your moment finally arrives and all your hard work, dedication, and loyalty to your craft is clear for all to see, your results will speak for themselves. Because when you need the hardest hitting tools on the market, you reach for the brand that always knows how to throw down, each and every time. Unbelievable. Crescent Tools, trusted by the trades.
Sean, I don't know if you noticed from that commercial, Chad Mendez will be seeing him next weekend. Really excited about that card. However, right now, we've got a card we're working on right now. Very good fight right here. We want to see Townsell can get in there, keep coming forward, picking his shots. I like what Sarro's did right there. He started throwing a little bit to the body. It's harder to duck those shots.
Round number 3 underway.
Really want to see Sarro's getting off first, pushing his opponent backwards instead of waiting and reacting.
Step in left hand again. Townsell's been throwing that left hand as a full step in, and he has largely been landing to this point in the fight. You just saw it there.
Hey everyone, Sean here from the 2XKO team.
And I'm Michael Sherman, Esports Director for 2XKO.
With the year coming to a close, we wanted to give y'all an update on some of our plans for competitive play in 2026. But before we get into it, there's something we want to mention first. 2XKO will be...
Step in left hand again into the clinch. On the overhook from Townsell. Sarro trying to spin Townsell on the separation. Hard feint from Stephen Townsell. Sarro back to that rangefinder jab.
Sarro doing a good job of stepping outside the lead foot. He's just not throwing punches when he does it. That's the time to step forward and throw that punch when you're outside the lead foot. Townsell did it there.
Hard feint from Steve Townsell. Now that's legal, what Chris Sarro is doing. He was warned by referee Sam Burgos for doing that, but with fingers extended in round 1. You can essentially frame, stick out your lead hand, or even your rear hand for that matter. Not sure why you would do that. But the lead hand there, as long as the fingers are in a closed fist, up or down. And that's a rangefinder. That's just trying for Sarro to dictate the range, slightly disrupt Steve Townsell.
Huge difference if you have a closed fist or an open finger, Sean.
Right hand, counter right hand. That was big from Townsell. Double jab right back from Chris Sarro. Left hand right back from Stephen Townsell. 35 seconds remaining, round number 3. To the body on the level change from Townsell. Some disquiet now in this Hollywood, Florida crowd. Jabs from Sarro. There's the step in left, not there that time from Townsell. Sarro's corner keeps telling him, keep moving, keep moving. Final seconds, round number 3. And the right hand. Townsell still coming forward. There's that big left hand. We'll see how Sam Burgos rules this.
Counter as a knockdown.
Rules in a knockdown. You cannot be saved by the bell in any round.
Sarro's not getting up.
Ruled as a knockdown. The fight is over, and there is the win for Steve Townsell on literally the last punch of the round.
Something happened to Sarro's jaw, his mouth, something. I don't know, he was pointing to his mouth the entire time. Let's see what happened right there. There it was, just that left hand. You can just see right now, Sarro's is not liking what happened. Goes backwards. Might have had his mouth open just slightly, and that can do enough sometimes to either break the jaw or just knock it off center a little bit, just really bother it. So landed that left hook, and that's what did the damage right there. Sarro felt it, backed up, took a knee.
Now 2 straight wins for Steve Townsell and BKFC.
And Sean, that's the best he's looked, the most relaxed, the most calm.
That's what I'm talking about.
When he decided to come forward, he looked fantastic. didn't take much damage at any other time. You could tell he's just getting better and better each fight.
Again, that was literally the final punch that landed of round number 3. Ruled as a knockdown by Sam Burgos. Again, under this BKFC rule set, you cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Good refereeing from Sam Burgos.
And show not to be as smart as, but a lot of times the last punch they throw on a knockout.